Too many of you are a bunch of losers not owning up to your results in life. You're always trying to shift the blame on some external entity, whether that be your family, genetics, environment, your friends, cousins, dogs, lizards, neighbor, or whatever garbage excuses you all come up with nowadays. Just so you can blame them and complain to the world about how oppressed you are and how the whole world is going against you and that nothing is going your way. Listen up, my man. It's all in your head. I promise you, you're not that important. No one is thinking about you. Look, I know it's cool to be a victim nowadays because that's where all the attention is, and people from all over social media come together to tell you that their prayers are with you and that they feel sorry for you, that they wish you the best. All nonsense aside, how does any of that benefit you? Do you realize what you are doing? Firstly, you are crying out like a little girl in hopes that people who don't even know you will make you feel warm and fuzzy enough to cloud your actual problem, which is you, you fool. You've given all of your power away. You've lost control of your own ship. All of that just so people can feel pity for you. Absolutely disgusting. This is unacceptable as a man. Not to mention the fact that men's issues are not taken seriously. How many men open up only to get laughed at in the end? How many men open up and lose their wives because they're viewed as too weak? And to be honest, this is how it should be. Men were not designed to be victims. We were designed to take ownership and deal with any hardship that comes our way. It's your fault if you're fat. It's your fault if you're weak. It's your fault if you're broke. It's your fault if you crashed your car. It's your fault if you keep attracting negative people in your life. Men, I will even go as far as saying that it's your fault even if it's not your fault. Only good can come out of taking accountability for everything that this life throws at you. Even for me personally, something as little as falling and scraping my knee, I believe, is a punishment for a sin I committed in the past. I get up, covered in blood, and realize how much I have oppressed myself and that I need to keep improving. You can call me extreme, but I'm always bringing the power of control back to me instead of some random loser that doesn't care about me. Man is not oppressed. Rather, he oppresses himself, and any hardship and sorrow is a result of nothing but his very own actions. Did you hear that clearly? I will say it again. Man is not oppressed. Rather, he oppresses himself, and any hardship and sorrow is a result of nothing but his very own actions. Let me ask you, what is the end result of a man who constantly acts like a victim? What do you tend to see in these types of individuals? Overly emotional, usually out of shape, can't control his tongue, dependent on his parents in his late 20s, broke and toxic to be around. Now, on the other hand, what is the case of the one who has mastered extreme accountability? He's calm and collected, looks inwardly, not outwardly, takes care of his parents because he has his finances together. He's surrounded by a powerful group of people. Are these two individuals equal? Of course they aren't. One is clearly better than the other because he decided to take matters into his own hands instead of expecting the world to fix it for him. You might ask, but how do I do it? How do I get rid of this victim mentality? Look, this is not something that will change overnight. It took years and years of brainwashing by society for you to inherit this victim mentality to begin with, so don't expect it to change in 1 month. Also, the last thing you want to do is overwhelm yourself with so much self-accountability right off the bat that you give up and start crying to the world even more than you were before. So let's avoid that. Start telling yourself that everything is your fault, repeatedly, every single day, and slowly act upon it with the little things. For example, if you're late for the bus in the morning, tell yourself that you should have been there 10 minutes before. If you lost your phone somewhere, tell yourself that it's your fault for not keeping your phone in a designated spot in your bag or pockets. If you're playing outdoors with your friends and you get tired quickly, tell yourself that it's the result of your laziness and not exercising. Once you start telling yourself these things and actually taking action on whatever your shortcomings were, you can then start to take accountability for much bigger things. Such as, if you got backstabbed by a close friend of 10 years, you tell yourself that you deserved it for not vetting that friend properly and not seeing the signs of disloyalty early on. If you lost almost all of your money and go near broke, you tell yourself that you should have prepared better financially and that it's your fault for not having the right vehicles in place to protect yourself. If a car crashed into your car, you tell yourself that I should have maneuvered the car better and paid more attention to the road. If there was no way for you to avoid the collision and it truly is the other person's fault, easy. Just tell yourself that this is a punishment for your past misdeeds and that you need to keep improving yourself, and you take the L humbly. The last one is next level accountability. So don't jump straight into it, because accountability needs to increase gradually for it to be effective. If you eat the whole cake at once, what happens? You throw up. When you eat the cake bit by bit though, you will taste the sweetness of it. Do you understand? Do you truly understand? Let me know in the comments what will be the first thing you will take accountability for when you're done watching this video. Until next time, men, our return has been long overdue.